So thank you so much for agreeing to meet with me today. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Not a problem.
So I know I said it in the thing, but basically what I'm doing is a project on critical literacy and why it's so important right now. So let's get started.
Hey.
So what is your name and your profession?
My name is Tamika Kelly, and I am a teacher.
All right, fantastic. And what is your political affiliation?
I am a Democrat.
So what is your favorite news source to use and why do you like it?
So I don't really have a favorite. Um, I read lots of news sources. So do I have to list one in particular?
No, not just one. If you have a couple you like.
Um, I like to read like BBC News,
Mhm.
NPR. Yeah, and then like just a smattering of a bunch of other types of news sources. Um, and I like them because they seem to be, particularly like NPR, seem to be more um sort of middle of the road reporting, like not skewed one way or the other. And I like BBC because it provides some international context to news. So, yeah.
Perfect. So when you look at these sources, do you do fact checking? And if so, what methods do you use? And if not, why do you think that the sources you picked have ultimate authority?
So I do try to fact check sources. And so if it's a story about something happening in a local town or something like that, then I will try to go to whatever local news source there is, like a local newspaper, radio. I try to see if it's a story that's running on multiple outlets. Um, just to verify the validity of a story. Um, so yeah, um, those are the methods I use.
Awesome. So in your opinion, how does social media contribute to sharing of information?
Um, well, it's good and bad. So the ways that social media contributes positively, I would say, is sort of like the real time gathering of information and the sharing of details that might not necessarily be reported by larger mainstream media sources. So sometimes it's more anecdotal or individual personalized reports of like news. And sometimes the real time, right, gives you more information sometimes faster than mainstream media sources. On the flip side, though, social media can be a real challenge with spreading misinformation or disinformation. Um, and so sometimes the information that's shared is like immediate, but it's also wrong. So, and it's, like I said, misinformation, which is, spreading untruths that are then hard to like get past public opinion. So it is both good and bad.
Okay. Why do you feel accurate information is important during an election cycle?
I feel that it is important in order for people to be able to make accurate, informed decisions around elections. Um, People do tend to vote based on their proximity to people they trust and information that they trust. And so, if that information coming from places that they trust is incorrect, then it could skew how they choose to vote in an election. And so it's just important that people vote, but it's also important that are in they have informed voting choices based on accurate information. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. Do you have any last minute tips you'd like to share with people trying to find credible news sources or information?
Yeah, I would say to fact check across multiple sources. I think it's really important to read a lot of things and not just rely on like one viewpoint. Um, even when you're consuming local media, right? They all have some sort of slant or skew. So the more that you read and can filter, the better.